Hi, welcome back to one more session on triangles. We are moving on to the last lap of the chapter, that is the last part of the NCERT reader for grade 10 math. In this session we will be discussing basically on one of the most popular theorem of math that you have learned so far. Even if you forget your name, you won't forget that theorem. What is that? Nothing but it is Pythagoras theorem. I have named it as tier 3 because we have divided the chapter into 3 parts. First part was our basic proportionality theorem and related question. Part 2 was area of that similar triangles and other things. And the next in between that we had like our similarity criteria. Of course, then our ratio of area of similar triangles, and the last part is Pythagoras theorem. There are 3 theorems in this chapter to be learned for the board exam context. First one is Thales theorem, that is basic proportionality theorem. Second one was ratio of area of similar triangles. Third one is Pythagoras theorem. What is Pythagoras theorem? We all know that Pythagoras theorem, right? What is Pythagoras theorem? Pythagoras theorem says that in a right triangle, the hypotenuse square or square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the other 2 sides. What does that mean? In fact, just we'll put up a figure in that regard and see what it is. This is what we mean by a Pythagoras theorem. Simply explained, very simply explained, very simple words. There is a right triangle. Right triangle, we can name it as we can name it as A, B and C. Already A, B, C, so we can write it P, Q and R. This is a right triangle. Okay, this side can be enumerated or maybe considered as 3 units. This kind 1, 2, 3, 4 units, and if so, the area of the square is 9 units. The area of square is 16 units. When you compare this side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it is 25. So, and this is 5 units. 25, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5 units. Therefore, the area of the square is 25. In short, when we talk about a right triangle, that is, there is a right triangle ABC, right triangle at B, then the square of the hypotenuse AC square is equal to sum of the squares of the other 2 sides. Sum of the squares of the other 2 sides. We can also say that sum of the squares on the other 2 sides. The area of this side, the hypotenuse, the square on this side, there is a square made on this side. Area of this square is equal to sum of the squares made on the other 2 sides. Or in short, hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus height square. This is what we mean by the Pythagoras theorem. Right, let us put up the statement for that. Okay, let us put up the statement for that. Okay, here goes the statement for Pythagoras theorem. Theorem 6.8 from your reader. There is a small correction to be made. I will make that correction. Make it as in a right triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other 2 sides. That is, this is what the statement of Pythagoras theorem. We know it, we have done it, just the idea is to prove it. In the given part is in triangle ABC, right triangle at B. Okay, we have to prove. So if right triangle at B, the side opposite to the right angle is known as hypotenuse. hypotenuse square is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. The other two sides are AB, and so we need to prove that in right triangle ABC, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. See, there is something known as theorem 6.7. 6.7. I will explain that. A reader has used this theorem to prove Pythagoras theorem. It is not necessary you should use this exactly, but this is a very simple thing that we will come to that. 6.7 says that we will take a reader. 6.7 says, what does the 6.7 says? This is 6.7. Let us say what it is. Six point seven says that if a perpendicular is drawn from the vertex of a right angle triangle, if a perpendicular is drawn from the vertex of the right angle of a right angle triangle, that is, if this perpendicular, consider this perpendicular ABD, then a right angle of a right angle to the hypotenuse, then the triangles on both sides of the perpendicular, there are two triangles on the both sides, that is this triangle as well as this triangle, they are similar to the whole triangle and to each other. That means this says that in such a situation triangle, the small, I am not naming it, triangle ADB, one right angle triangle, is similar to triangle ABC. Similarly, triangle CDB, that's CDB is similar to triangle CBA. This we can prove, and also they are similar to one another. Anyway, we will I will just explain this part quickly, and then we can use that. Either you can use that, or we will use that, that proving part again here. Two steps we can simply prove that. So if a perpendicular is drawn from in this triangle, that is what is given in this triangle. I am explaining 6.7, not the Pythagoras theorem. We will come to Pythagoras theorem after that. So in 6.7, I am explaining that. So given part, what is given in ABC, I am not writing the proof completely. In triangle ABCB, this is drawn perpendicular, that and all. Now when you look at first part, in triangle ADB and triangle ABC, agreed, ADB and A, angle A is equal to angle A common, correct or not? Angle ADB is equal to angle ADB, this is angle ADB, right angle, is equal to angle ABC, both of them 90 degree. Therefore, triangle ABD is similar to triangle ABC. First one is proved. Okay, which similarity? We have AA similarity. Then second one. What is second one? The smaller triangle and the larger triangle. Let us take the next triangle. In triangle CDB and triangle CBA, CDB, CBA, we know something is common. What is common? Angle C is equal to angle C, common. Is there any right angle? Yes. CDB is similar to is equal to angle CDB is equal to angle CBA, 90 degree. So what do you conclude? Therefore, triangle CDB is similar to triangle CBA. That means second part, that is on the triangle on here, first one we have proved that the triangle on the left side is similar to the larger one. Triangle on the second one we prove triangle is similar, right, on the right side is similar to the larger. Now we will prove the other thing, what is remaining, and to each other. That means this triangle is similar to that triangle. Okay, so for that, in order to prove that, what I am doing is, this angle is 90 degree. This is taking as theta. Okay, this angle is taken as theta. This angle is taken as theta. So what about this angle? Let us see. That is in triangle ADB this angle is equal to angle B is equal to angle sum property 180 minus 90 plus theta, that is 90 minus theta, 90 minus theta. So this is 90 minus theta. If this is the whole thing is 90 minus theta, if the whole thing is 90, if this is 90 minus theta, what is this? This is theta. This is theta. Okay, so now third part, 1, 2 and 3. In triangle A theta, then 90, A D B, and triangle first theta here, so here theta, B then 90, D C, angle A is equal to angle B, right? Why? Both of them theta. Angle ADB is equal to angle BDC, 90 degree. Therefore, triangle ADB is similar to triangle BDC. Yes, as AA similarity. So that means these two triangles are similar to each other. Why I explain this is, this may be useful for doing certain other questions. For the board, you don't need to learn this part, but we will be using this in Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so let us move on to Pythagoras theorem. I will put a fresh statement of that. Okay. .8 theorem. Let us prove it. Okay, so this is to be proved. Okay, in so I make the correction here. In correction is made in a right triangle. So this is what we have to prove. Okay, so I mean, I have explained enough about the figure and other things. So this is what we have to prove. Okay, let us go for the proof part. Proof part. We need to. This thing is very simple. If you learn the Pythagoras theorem, the proof in this way, you will. I mean, learning is enough. One time you need to write it. It's there. First, we need to bring AB square. AB. So think about AB. Well, is it possible that AB can be side of two different triangles? Of course, one is a smaller triangle and the other one is a larger triangle. Smaller triangle is ADB. That's why how I am taking proof. In triangle ADB and triangle ABC, that is, I took one smaller, one larger. One smaller triangle, one larger triangle. Angle A is equal to angle A common. Angle ADB is equal to angle ABC, that is equal to 90 degree. So we can conclude that triangle ADB is similar to triangle ABC. ADB is similar to triangle ABC. ADB is similar to triangle ABC. Which similarity? AA similarity. Right. So I repeat, the first part is think about this and RHS. Is there any triangle? We need two triangles with AB as their side. So we took one smaller and one larger, ADB and ABC. Okay, fine. So now think, now the next step is very important. Is there any, how can I take AB? Is there AB coming? Yes. AB implies, triangle is similar, sides are proportional. AB by AC is equal, is there any more AB? Yes, AB is coming first and second. So is equal to AD by AB. Implies that cross multiplies AB square is equal to AC into AD. Relation number 1. Relation number 1. Ready? Over. Similarly, proceed. Can you talk about The next one is BC square. Next one is BC square. Similarly, is BC, can we consider, can we view, can you see two triangles with BC as one? Yes. In triangle CDB and triangle CBA, that is one smaller and one larger. Angle C is equal to angle C, common. This is same proof for what? That's 6.7. Angle CDB is equal to angle CBA. CDB is equal to CBA. Why? 90 degree. Therefore, triangle CDB is similar to triangle CBA. Which similarity? AA similarity. AA similarity. Therefore, again, which BC? I am looking for BC here. Yes, there is a BC. BC divided by AB is equal to BC is here also, these two. Okay. So, CD divided by BC, cross multiply. BC square is equal to AB into CD, relation number 2. So, we have AB square ready, BC square. Now, how they are connected? They are connected by addition. So, 1 plus 2. AB square plus BC square is equal to. Here something has gone wrong. We will see what has gone wrong. BC square is equal to, yeah, here BC divided by AC, not AB, AC. Make that correction. So, AC. So, this is equal to AB square plus BC square is equal to AC into AD plus AC into CD. That is, these two RHS are written. This part and this part are written here. Okay. This is equal to AC is common into AD plus CD. This is equal to, what is AD? What is AD? AD plus DC, that is nothing but AC. So, AC into AC, this is equal to AC square. That means, therefore, AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square, and hence the proof. That is the proof for Pythagoras theorem. I repeat, first start, everything is there in the theorem itself, in the statement itself. You have the statement, you have the proof on your own. It comes on its own. First think about, this is the way, think about AB as sides of two different triangles, one smaller and larger. There are two such triangles. Okay, establish similarity. Then think about BC as sides of two triangles, one is smaller and the other one, that is what we have taken here. Then bring that BC expression BC square. How do you get square? It should be on the, one should be on the top and the other should be on the denominator. Numerator and denominator, you cross multiply, you get that square. Then add them there itself. Now, let us go for the converse of Pythagoras theorem. It's a simple thing. We can finish off together. This is what I mean by the converse of Pythagoras theorem. Let us put that converse here. Converse of Pythagoras theorem. Okay, this is the converse of Pythagoras theorem. Converse of Pythagoras. In a triangle, if the square of one side is equal to the sum of the other two sides, then the angle opposite the first side is a right angle. What does that mean? In a triangle, if in a triangle A, B, C, in triangle ABC, square of one side is equal to the sum of the other two sides. If AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, then the angle opposite to the first side, this is the angle opposite, then angle B is equal to 90 degree. Angle B is equal to 90 degree. That is, given part is in triangle ABC, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. To prove that angle B is equal to 90 degree. So now just imagine that this is not 90, this is not equal to 90, this may be 91, looks so 91, 92, doesn't, I don't know how much it is. So anyway, it's not 90. Okay, it's not 90. Just think that way, it is not equal to 90 degree. So we have to prove this is equal to 90 degree. Fine. So proof part. Let angle B is not equal to 90 degree. So we will make a construction here. Okay, construct a right triangle. Is it possible to construct a right triangle? That we know. Construct a right triangle. Triangle PQR, right angled at maybe R. Let us draw a right angle triangle. Construction. So construction, I will take another color. Okay, so right angle triangle is okay. Triangle PQR, so that AB is equal to PR and BC is equal to QR. That means we are constructing a right angle triangle whose measurements are equal. This side is equal to this and this side is. Is it possible to construct? So this angle is not, this side is not, 90 degree, but here we are constructing a right triangle. Right. This we don't know 90 or not, maybe, may not be, we don't know. We have to prove it is 90. Anyway, we are constructing, this is the construction, a right angle triangle is constructed with taking the measures of this. Suppose this is 5 units, we take 5 units. Suppose this is 7 units, we take 7 units there. Fine. We make a construction. So now we will come to the proof. In triangle PQR, angle R is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, PQ square is equal to PR square plus QR square. But what is PR square? PR is same as AB, that is same as AB square plus QR square is same as BC square. But what is AB square plus BC square? AB square plus BC square is given to be AC square given. So I am going to substitute that here. What happens? It seems this will become what? AB square by reason why given. Therefore, what happened? PQ square is equal to AC square. That means PQ is equal to AC. Oh, that means this side is also, not only these two are equal, if those two are equal, automatically what happens? The third side will also be equal. That means when you compare in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, AB is equal to PR, BC is equal to QR and AC is equal to PQ. AC is equal to PQ. That means therefore triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PRQ. ABC is congruent to PRQ. Therefore, what happens? Therefore, angle R is equal to these two are congruent triangles. Angle R is equal to angle B. Therefore, angle B is equal to 90 degree. Learn this theorem, it can be asked. So, in triangle, what you have done is, that is, we constructed this given triangle is not a right angle triangle. We assume so. So this angle is not 90. We construct a right angle triangle with these measurements. But when we do so, it happens that the third side are also equal. That means these two triangles are two triangles in which all the three sides are equal. Therefore, they are congruent. Which congruence? It is nothing but which congruence? It is S congruence. So angle R is equal to angle B. Therefore, angle B is equal to 90 degree. Hence the proof. Clear? So this is the excess. I mean, we go back to the reader. You can see at 6.8 the Pythagoras theorem, 6.7 the theorem before that. This is being used here, but we have proved that those two parts, they have directly taken theorem 6.7. You can do it the way we have done it. Only 2 steps are required. It's always safe. Now we will go for the questions of this particular chapter. To begin with, we will take example 10. A very good question can be asked. Question first one, we will do example 9, example 10. Okay, example 10. The figure is also given. Okay, in figure 6.48, angle ACB is 90 degree. Prove that BC square by AC square, BC square by AC square is equal to. So again, we will take the same stand. That is, when you look at, there are different triangles, a smaller triangle, larger triangle, and other things, right? So is there any BC square? Is there any triangle? Can we find two triangles where BC has a common side? Yes. In triangle BDC, here it is, this also given to be 90 degree. ACB is given to be 90 degree. This also 90 degree. BDC and triangle BCA, BDC and BCA, angle B is equal to angle B. Reason common. Angle BDC is equal to angle BCA. Why? BDC, BCA, both of them 90 degree. Therefore, triangle BDC is similar to triangle BCA. That is AA similarity. AA similarity. Now, so we need BC square. Is there any BC? Okay, BC, those two, BC divided by AB is equal to, BC comes here first two, so we will take these two, BD divided by BC, cross multiplying, BC square is equal to AB into BD, relation number 1. So now, in triangle, next one is AC square. Is the AC sides of two different triangles? Yes. In triangle ADC and triangle ACB, angle A is equal to angle A. Angle A is equal to angle A, common. Angle ACB is equal to, or ACD, sorry, angle ADC is equal to, ADC is equal to angle ACB. Why? Both of them 90 degree. ADC is same as it. Therefore, triangle ADC is similar to triangle ACB with similarity. A similarity. A similarity will increase the A similarity. Therefore, what happens? Is there any AC coming? Yes, AC is coming. AC square by, not AC square, AC divided by AB is equal to AD divided by AC. Cross multiplying, we get AC square is equal to AB into AD, relation number 2. Now we have 1 divided by 2. BC square by AC square is equal to AB into BD, that is the first part, divided by AB into AD. So we'll cancel off AB and AB. What remains is BD divided by AD, and that's the proof. So that is example 10. It's a potential board question, can be asked. So now let us move on to, there are various questions. We are not going to do all of them. Question example 13. It's a very important question, asked several times for board. It's a very popular question seen in all books, and we'll take the figure also because figure is not given. Okay, figure is not given, so we don't need figure. BL and CM are medians of right triangle of a triangle ABC right angled at A. So there is a right triangle. Prove that 4 times BL square 4 times BL square 4 times BL square plus CM square is equal to 5 times BC square. So this is the question asked. Okay. So coming back to some issue with the okay. So now BL and so there is a right triangle ABC right angled at A, right angled at A. Right angle at A, B, C, ABC, right angle at A. Prove that BL and CM are medians. So median means midpoint. BCL, CM and BL. Very important question. Be careful with this question. Very simple as well. Are midpoints. So midpoints means we can say that medians means M is midpoint of AB implies that AM is equal to half AB, correct? Similarly, L is midpoint of what? AC implies that AL is equal to half AC. This is the the ingredient for doing this question. That's, and the remaining thing will come on its own. So now what do you have to prove? You have to prove that BL square plus CM square is 5BC square. Okay, let us do. Now in triangle So first one is BL. BLA, comma, angle A is equal to 90 degree. What is BLA? BLA. Using Pythagoras theorem, what happens? BL square is equal to AL square plus AB square. With Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. But what is AL? What is AL? What is AL? AL is equal to half AC. This is half AC whole square plus AB square. This is 1 by 4 AC square plus AB square, BL square. Multiplying or taking LCM, what happens? 4 BL square is equal to AC square plus 4 AB square. Relation number 1. Relation number 1. Relation number 1. Okay. Now, similarly, when you take in triangle, next one is CM. What is CM? CM. Okay. In triangle ACM, comma, angle A is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, Pythagoras theorem, CM square is equal to, in the right angle, this is the right angle. Where is the right angle? This is the right angle. Okay. In that right angle, CM square is equal to AM square plus AC square. But what is AM? Half AB whole square plus AC square. This is equal to 1 by 4 AB square plus AC square. Taking LCM, 4 CM square is equal to AB square plus 4 AC square. This we will take as our relation number 2. Okay, relation number 2. So what happens? We have two relations here. Adding, now they are connected with BL square plus CM square. We will add 1 and 2. 1 plus 2. What happens? 4BL square plus 4CM square is equal to AC square plus 4AB square plus AB square plus 4AC square. Combining these two, this is 4 into BL square plus CM square is equal to AC square plus 4AC square, 5AC square plus 4AB plus AB, 5AB square. This is equal to 5 into AC square plus AB square. Hence the proof. Is that what is asked? No. BC square. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that's it. From the triangle, here we have 5 times AC square plus AB square, AC square plus AB square, AC square plus AB square. It's a right angle triangle. AC square plus, so this AC square plus this square, what happens? That is equal to BC square. 5 times BC square. Reason, since triangle ABC is, in triangle ABC, angle, which angle is? Angle A is equal to 90 degree right angle. Therefore, using Pythagoras theorem, this is BC square. Hence the proof. Clear? So what you have done basically is nothing but this is the main crux of this question, this step. We have just found out right triangle with BL as a hypotenuse. BL square is equal to AL square plus this. Then we found out a triangle with right triangle with CM as. So CM square is equal to AM square plus. Just use this half, take LCM and add it up. Right. Next question. one more question. This is also very important. Example 14. Example 14. So O is any point inside the rectangle ABCD in figure. Figure is also given, so we will take figure also. We can use the same figure to explain. O is any point inside a rectangle ABCD. Prove that OB square plus OD square is equal to OA plus. So here there is only one thing which I have not taken into consideration, or taken it as granted. That is, there is a construction to be done that is shown in the figure. You can try it on your own. You can try it on your own, that construction part. Well, nothing but, so what is given in given part, you write in rectangle, this is what is given, a rectangle ABCD, O is any point inside. To prove that OB square plus OD square is equal to prove what? OB square plus OD square is equal to OA square plus OC square. This is what is to be proved. Okay, so there is only construction, one construction. Draw PQ through O so that PQ is parallel to BC. So parallel to BC. Fine. So since, now the proof part. Since PQ is parallel to BC, is parallel to AD. So what happens is that this angle will be equal to what? 90 degree. This also equal to 90 degree. This are all 90 degree because they are parallel rectangle. Right. Therefore, we can say that angle OPB is equal to angle OQC all equal to 90 degree. Fine. Now let us look into what is asked. You have been asked to prove this OB square plus OD. So we are asking ourselves a question. What is the question? The question is very simple. We ask ourselves a question: is there any triangle with OB as hypotenuse? Yes, there is one triangle. So here we start. In triangle OPB, angle P is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, OB square is equal to OP square plus PB square. Why? By Pythagoras theorem. By Pythagoras theorem. Fine. Right, ready? That part is over. Now we will go for the next OD. We will go for OB is there, OD. What is OD square? OD square is, we can say that OD square in triangle OQD, angle Q is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, OD square is equal to OQ square plus DQ square, isn't it? OD square is equal to OQ square by Pythagoras theorem. So this we can put it as relation number 1. This is taken as relation number 2. Adding 1 into 1 plus 2. OB square plus OD square is equal to OP square plus PB square plus OQ square plus DQ square. OB square plus OD square is equal to, we need this OA. What you do? OA is not anywhere related with this. In this side we have OP square. Oh, okay. If we have OP square, in order to OP square, if I add AP square, I get, but AP is not there. So what we do is OP square plus this DQ is changed as this dq is changed as, dq is same as what? AP square. Reason is rectangle all parallels, therefore these are also rectangle, therefore here we have dq is same as AP. Similarly QC is same as PB. This PB can be replaced as QC square plus also the OQ square. Now we combine these two, OP square plus AP square plus the remaining QC square plus OQ square. Rearranging, what is OP square? OP square plus AP square, that is OA square plus OQ square plus OC square, that is QC square, that is OC square. Hence the proof we got. Therefore OB square plus OD square is equal to OA square plus OC square, and that is what is asked. Okay, so next we will move on to the exercise questions, that is exercise 6.5. We don't need to do all of them. First, question number 6.5, exercise 6.5. First question, it says that sides of triangle are given below. Determine which of them are right triangles. In case of a right triangle, write the length of its hypotenuse. So this is what is asked. If suppose this is a right angle, this represents the right triangle, then you should identify whether it's a right angle. If so, find the hypotenuse. In a right angle triangle, of course, all of us know that the hypotenuse is the largest. So if this represent, these numbers represent the measurements of the sides of a right triangle, this will be hypotenuse, the largest will be hypotenuse. So first we'll take the first one. First question, that is two sides are, we'll draw a triangle. Maybe A, B and C. One side is 7 centimeters, 24. It's not an exact figure because 7 and 25, it's just a rough figure. So we'll find AB square plus BC square. It's grade 9, you know the concept. That is equal to 7 square plus 24 square. That is equal to 49 plus 576. This is equal to 625. What is AC is given to be 25. This is equal to 25. So what is AC square? That is equal to 625. So this is same as AC square. Therefore in triangle ABC, AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Therefore AC square. Therefore triangle ABC is right angled. At which point? Right angled at B. Therefore AC is equal to 25. The hypotenuse is the hypotenuse. AC is the hypotenuse. Similarly, you can check one by one whether each of them satisfies. But B, those who are serious about learning math in the higher class, you should learn about it's numbers which can be the sides of the right angle triangle. Such numbers are known as, what do you call such numbers? Any idea? Pythagorean triplets. Pythagorean triplets. For example, 3, 4, 5. They are the sides of a right angle triangle. 3, 4 and 5. Another one I'll tell you. 12, 5, 13. Here it is given 12, 5, 13. If 12 is one side, the other side is 5, automatically the third side. Another one, 15, 8, 17. like here it is 24, 7, 25. These are all Pythagorean triplets. So try to learn more numbers, which are, it will be very beneficial for you too. So this is the method of doing first question. You can try, this is not a board question, no one will ask you this for board, right? You can do on your own. Question number 2. Question number 2. PQR is a triangle right angled at P. So PQR is a triangle right angled at P, and M is a point on QR such that PM is perpendicular to QR. Show that PM square. So there is a right angle triangle. The right angle triangle is PQR, right angled at P. PQR, right angled at P. And M is a point on QR. M is a point on QR such that M is a point on QR such that PM is perpendicular to QR. Show that PM, to show that this is to be shown. What is given, you know what is given, you write that. To show that PM square is equal to QM into MR, as we did the other previous questions. I'm just asking you, is PM square, right? PM square. How can I associate PM square is QM into MR. How can I associate PM square with, is PM part of two triangles? Yes, PM is a part of two, PM is part of two triangles, not one small triangle, one large triangle, but two smaller triangles, right? So we'll try to establish some similarity between these two. Already 6-point theorem 6.7, what does it say? That if a line is drawn from the vertex, the right angle vertex to the hypotenuse, it divides, a perpendicular is drawn, divides the triangle into two smaller triangles, and each of the smaller triangles are similar to the larger one and to each other. These two triangles are, but we'll just show that. We'll take this as theta. Let angle R is equal to theta. Therefore, angle in triangle PMR, the smaller angle. What is the smaller angle? Let us find the smaller angle. Smaller angle, that is angle MPR is equal to 180 minus the other two angle. One angle is theta, the other one is what? This is 90. So it will be equal to 90 minus theta. So this angle will be equal to 90 minus theta. Okay, 90 minus theta. So this is so this is already 90, right? This is already 90. So how much is this? This also 90. Fine. So this is 90 minus theta. Now when you look at this triangle, the entire angle is 90 degree. This is 90 minus theta. So in angle P is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, angle MP, therefore here angle P is equal to 90. Therefore, what do you know about angle MPQ? MPQ, the whole thing is 90, that is equal to 90 minus, what is the previous angle? That angle is how much? 90 minus the entire angle is 90. Therefore, I'm just talking about this angle, that is our MPQ. MPQ is equal to 90 minus theta. So that will be equal to how much? That will be equal to theta. Okay, so this is equal to theta. Now when you compare, that is in triangle RMP and triangle RMP and triangle PMQ, what about angle MRP is same as, that is MRP theta is same as angle MPQ, both of them equal to theta. Similarly, now we will go for right angle. RMP is equal to angle PMR. No, PM not R, PMQ. Reason is both of them 90 degree. Therefore, what do you know about triangle RMP? Triangle RMP is similar to triangle PMQ. This is nothing but the same concept of our theorem 6.7. We were telling that these two side triangles are, similar to each other. This is AA similarity, right? So, we need PM square. So, we will take this 2. PM or MP by MQ or QM is equal to, now PM is coming these two, okay, RM by PM. Cross multiplying, PM square is equal to QM into RM, or PM square is equal to QM into, instead of MR, here what is asked is MR, so we will finish there, MR. That's the proof. So, we are establishing basically the similarity between these two triangles, okay, and just apply that, like once we get the similarity, just apply that sides are proportional, okay. So we move on to the next question, that is question number 3. In the figure 6.35, so figure is to be given. We will take the figure also 6.53. so the figure, this is the figure 6.53. Question number 3. In the figure, better don't draw one more figure. Prove that, okay, show a figure, ABD is a triangle. Right angle at A, and AC is perpendicular to BD. Show that AB square. Now it is the one and the same approach. I don't think we need to discuss this in detail. AB square is equal to BC into BD. I will show one among them, maybe first one. I am not going to write the entire thing and all. Now I am asking you the question, can I have two triangles with AB as their side? Yes, in triangle you write all the other jargons like given that, prove and all. In triangle BCA, B starting with B, right angle, then A, and starting with B, right angle, BAD, angle B is equal to angle B. Why? Common. Angle BCA is equal to angle BAD. Do I need to write the whole thing? No. It's 90 degree, right? It's because it's coming one and the same again and again. Therefore, triangle BCA is similar to triangle BAD. That means one of the smaller and the larger. I am talking about AB square. Therefore, which similarity? AA similarity. AA similarity. AB by BD is equal to BC by BA or AB, which implies that AB square is equal to BC into BD. First one is proved. Now AC square is asked, similar to the previous question. AC square is the AC is the side common to these two triangles. Establish the relationship between what? You know this angle, suppose I am taking this theta, this also will be equal to theta. They do the same job. So this triangles, these two are similar. Third one, AD. Is there any AD as, can you find two triangles similar? Which other? That is, one is AD as the side of two triangles, different triangles. That is, one is, I'll take A and DCA and DAB. I repeat, DCA and DAB, and establish that, you will get the third one. Go, next question. Question number 4. ABC is an isosceles triangle, right angle at C. Prove that. A very simple question. ABC is a right angled triangle, right angle at C. So let us draw a right angled triangle. Okay. Name it as right angled at C. A, B and C. Prove that right angled isosceles triangle. So these two are equal. So what is given? Given part, in triangle ABC, angle C is equal to 90 degree and AC is equal to BC. We have to prove the AB square. Using Pythagoras theorem, AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square. But using why? Using, I don't need to write this, using Pythagoras theorem. Using Pythagoras theorem. Right. So, but what? BC is same as BC is same as, so this is AC square plus AC square, that is equal to AC square. Why? Because it is given that BC is equal to AC. Question number 5. Question number 5. ABC is an isosceles right triangle with AB is equal to, prove that ABC is isosceles triangle with AC is equal to BC square if AC is equal to BC. So there is a triangle ABC, there is a triangle ABC, there is a triangle ABC, ABC. Okay. Anyway, if AB square is given to be 2AC square, prove that a triangle ABC is a right triangle. Is a right triangle. Is a right triangle. Okay. So some problem with the okay, fine. So what is given? That ABC is a triangle. ABC is a triangle. AC is equal to BC. These two are equal, and it is given that AB square is equal to 2AC. This is equal to AC, so reverse of the previous question, AC square. This is same as AC square plus what is given? Use this. What is given? One of them AC is converted as BC square. So in triangle ABC, we have AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square. AC square plus BC square. That means what? Converse of, therefore triangle ACB is equal to 90 degree. Which term? This is the converse of Pythagoras theorem. Converse of Pythagoras theorem. Converse of Pythagoras theorem. Converse of Pythagoras theorem. Clear? So it's a very simple question. Now I don't expect that for a board. Next question. ABC is an equilateral triangle of side A. Find each of its altitude. You can find, we will be using this in a part of another question, we will do it there. So question number 7. Prove that, question number 7. Prove that the sum of the squares of sides of a rhombus is equal to sum of the squares of its diagonals. Prove that sum of the squares of the sides of the rhombus is equal to the sum of the sides of the diagonal. So we need a rhombus. Okay, so prove that sum of the squares of the sides of the rhombus. There is a rhombus. We need a rhombus. Okay, the rhombus is named A, B, C, D. Sum of the squares of the sides, which are the sides of the rhombus AB, BC, CD and AD, is equal to sum of the squares of this diagonal. So let us draw the diagonals. Okay, the diagonals meet each other at O. Fine. So given, what is given part? A, B, C, D, or we can say diagonals of rhombus, A, B, C, D intersect at O. To prove what is to be proved? To prove that what? A, B square, sum of the squares of the sides, AB square plus BC square plus CD square plus AD square is to be proved as sum of the squares of the diagonal. Which are the diagonals? The diagonals are AC square plus BD square. This is what is to be proved, right? So the proof part. It's very simple. We divide into various right angle. We know that the diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular bisectors. So in triangle ABO, using Pythagoras theorem, what happens? AB square is equal to AO square plus OB square. AO square plus OB square. Relation number 1. In triangle BOC, we have BC square is equal to OB square plus OC square. Relation number 2. Similarly, we have CD square is equal to OC square plus OD square. Relation number 3. And the last one, AD square is equal to what happens? AD square, OA square plus OD square. Relation number 4. Now we add all of them. We add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. What happens? We get AB square plus BC square plus CD square plus AD square. So the LHS of what is to be proved, this is what is to be proved, that is ready. Okay, this is equal to, when you look at this, you can see OB square, you can see an OB square there, another OB square here, one OC square, another OC square, one OD square, OD square, one OA square, one OA square. So all of them are 2 times. So when you add, it will be getting it as 2 times OA square plus OB square plus OC square plus OD square. 2 times. This is same as 2 times. What is OA? OA square means nothing but, because we have to prove it as the sum of the squares. So converting this OA in terms of expressing, be careful. My dear students, just be careful that we are expressing this, that is OA in terms of AC. How can I express OA in terms of AC? OA is half of that. So what we are doing is we are rearranging all of them. In terms of the diagonal. OA means what? That is AC by 2 whole square. Be careful. OA is equal to AC by 2. Therefore, OA square is equal to AC by 2 whole square. Whenever we come across this in the answer sheet, many people are seen writing like this: OA square is equal to AC square by 2. No, it will become AC square by 4. Be careful. Plus OB. OB is BD by 2 whole square plus OC, again AC by 2 whole square plus BD by 2 whole square. This is equal to 2 times AC square by, this is AC square by 4 plus, I will rewrite this here, AC, this is rewritten AC square by 4, then plus BD square by 4 plus BD square by 4. This is equal to 2 times quarter 1 by 4 2 times half. So, this AC square by 2, these 2 plus these 2 BD square by 2, that is equal to 2 times AC square plus BD square by 2, 2 cancels, that is equal to AC square plus BD square, and that is what is asked. So, it is nothing but expressing each of them in terms of, I mean, they are diagonals, right angle triangle, everywhere you can see right angle triangle. Why? The diagonals bisect are perpendicular bisectors. So, we use that and we get it. Now, once we get or add all of them, simple thing, I mean, just remember that way, our answer is this. So, converting OA in terms of OAC. Okay, next question. Question number 8. So, next question is a little in figure 6.54, O is a point in the interior of the triangle, of a triangle ABC. Figure is given that O is a point in the interior. Okay. So, now show that OA square plus, where is OA? No OA. So, first we have to join all of them, construction part. Join, because asked is OA, OB, OA, OB, OC. Don't ask me why didn't we write that, what to prove and all that. That's your job, you do that. Okay, now joining it, we are joining OA, OB and OC, right? We get different right triangles. Now, we will start. First, you have OA square. So, proof part or solution part. In triangle AOF, 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 it's a right angle at this point, it's a right angle. So, AO square is equal to, that is OA square is equal to AF square plus FO square, OF square. Now, in triangle OBD, which theorem is this? Pythagoras theorem. OB square is equal to BD square plus OD square, relation number 2. Similarly, in triangle OCE, OC square is equal, that is a right angle triangle, OCE, that is a right angle triangle, this is 90 degree. So, OC square is equal to what? OE square plus OE square plus EC square, relation number 3. Now, we need OA square plus OB square plus subtract many minus and all, we will add all of them, 1 plus 2 plus 3. We will get OA square plus OB square plus OC square is equal to AF square plus OF square, FO is written as OF, plus BD square plus OD square plus OE square plus CE square. Okay. Now, when you look at it, we need certain things to come onto this side, that is minus OD, OD is there. So, I am going to take these terms to the other side, taking this to the other side. What happens when I take to the other side? It will become OA square plus OB square plus OC square minus. First, we will take OD, OD square, that is gone, minus OE square, that is also gone, minus OF square, that is also gone. What remains? These are what are remaining there. One is this term, and this term, and that is the answer. AF square plus BD square plus CE square, proving the first part. Now, what is the second part? Second part is quite different. AF square plus BD square, oh, this part. So, second part. So, this is prove the second part. So, now we are going for this proves the first part. Now, we are going for the second part. This is to be proved, AF square. So, we write this part. From the solution of first one, we have AF square plus BD square plus CE square is equal to, I am writing interchanging these two. Hello, my dear friends, these two I am interchanging, this to that side and that to this side, these two, whole thing, because to prove, avoid confusions at the end, is equal to OA square plus OB square plus OC square minus OD square minus OE square minus OF square. So, this is AF square plus BD square plus CE square is equal to, I need AE. What is AE? AE means OA square minus, in this triangle, when you look at this triangle, this is the hypotenuse, OA square minus OA square minus OE square will give you AE square. OA square minus OE, here it is. So, we will rearrange, we combine these two. What do we get? Rearranging OA square minus OE square, rearranging, plus, that is ready. Next is CD. Where is CD? CD is this, that is OC square minus OD square, OC square, rearranging. We am picking these two, OC and OD. Okay, OC square minus OD square plus the last one. What is remaining? OB square, this one, and OB square minus OF square. When you look at this, what is OA square minus OE square? From the figure, we will put this, bring this figure over here. So, OA square so when you look at this, OA square, the entire thing went, our drawing and all went, so it's create confusions. OA square minus OE square means what? That is AE square. So, we get here directly AE square plus, look at the figure and find out what is OC square minus OD square. OC square minus OD square, that is CD square. CD square plus OB OF. OB square minus OF square, what is that? That is BF square. BF square, and that is what is asked to be proved. Okay, pause the video. I mean, do it again and again how it is done, go through it. It's an important question. Next, question number 9 10 is 9 is a simple thing you can do on your own. 9 and 10. Question number 11, again not seen for board, but just to we can explain it, just discuss it and go on. An aeroplane leaves an airport and flies due north at a speed of 1000 km per hour. At the same time, another aeroplane leaves the same airport and fly due west. So one is going to north, another. Oh, now there's a problem. Where's the north and west and all? We'll see. Isn't it? And flies due west at the speed of 1200 km per hour. How far apart will be the two planes after 1.5 hours? You draw and compare. 3 people will be drawing in 4 different ways, right? Okay, so we have north is there, east is there, west is there, south is there. So one airplane leaves due north at a speed of 1000. So one is going this direction, another is going at the speed of 1000 km per hour. Next one is going due west in this direction in the speed of 1200 km per hour. How far apart will be the plane after? So let the original position, we can take O, A, this is B. So let O be the initial, the starting port. This is the airport, this is the leave the airport, this is the airport, this is the airport, leave same time, and this is the position after 1.5 hours, this is the position after 1.5 hours. So how far are they after 1.5 hours? That means to find the distance AB. So let O be the starting point, and A comma B be the position of the plane after 1.5 hours. So how much is distance OA? Distance OA is equal to traveling 1000 km per hour, so 1.5 hours. So 1000 into 1.5. 1 hour 1000 kilometers, 1.5 hours. So 1000 plus 500, so it will be 1500. Simple calculation. OB is equal to 1200 into 1.5. That is 1200 and a half, 600, 1800. So this distance is equal to 1800 and 1500. What about this angle? This is a right, 90 degree, because due north and due west. Therefore, what we can see that in right triangle AOB, we know that AB is equal to root of what? OA square plus OB square. Pythagoras theorem directly apply, because you know in grade 10, that is 15 OA, 1500 square plus 1800 square. This can be done in 2 different ways. One is you can find the whole thing, or this is the easy way. This is 15 into 100, am I right, whole square, plus 18 into 100 whole square. Mental calculation, you can do that. This is equal to 225 into how much? 100 square plus 18 square, 324 into 100 square, right? 100 square is common. 100 square is common. 225 plus 324. 100 comes outside. Simple thing. Because 100 square root of that, this is equal to 9, 6 and 5. This is equal to 9 goes, yeah. 6 times 1 time into 9. So this is equal to 3 comes outside, 300 root 61 kilometers. And this calculation is just, you go through that. Concept is clear. You can do it on your own. I just did without doing that 100 took 100 outside and did that way. Question number 13 to 11. I mean 11 is straight. You can try on your. Question number 13. Question number 13. D and E are points on side CA and CB respectively of triangle ABC right angled at C. Right angled at C. Prove that AE square plus BD square is equal to AB square plus. So there is a right angle triangle. Right angle, there is a D and E are the midpoints, right angle triangle, right angle at C. So there is a right angle triangle. Right angle at C. Right angle at C. So C A B. D and E are midpoints of D is the midpoint of CA. So D is the midpoint of CA. And E is the midpoint of this. Prove that AE square. Oh, this question is similar to what we did some time back. Example. That was an example. AE square plus BD square is equal to AB square and DE. Okay. So what is given? D and E are midpoints of sides of triangle A B C. So to prove this, what do we do? So in triangle we will take AE is okay. AE is a hypotenuse of any triangle. Yes. In triangle ACE, AE square is equal to AC square plus CE square. Relation number 1. In triangle, now I am asking myself a question: is there any BD? How can I bring BD there? In triangle, which triangle? In triangle BDC. In triangle BDC, BD square is equal to BC square plus DC square. Relation number 2. Adding 1 plus 2. AE square plus BD square is equal to AC square plus BC square. I am adding these two, plus CE square plus DC square. Combining these two, AC square plus BC square. What is AC square plus BC square? Now AC square plus BC square, that is what? AB square. This is AB square plus, what about this part? CE square plus DC square, that is nothing but this, that is equal to DE square, and hence the proof that is what is asked. Question number 14. So here figure is part of the question, so I will take the figure also. Okay. The perpendicular from A on side BC of triangle perpendicular from A on side BC, perpendicular from A on side BC of triangle ABC, okay, of triangle ABC intersect BC at D such that in such a way that DB is equal to 3 times CD. DB is equal to 3 times CD. So DB is equal to 3 times CD. So we know that DB plus CD is equal to BC. Okay, but what is DB? 3 times CD plus CD is equal to 4BC, or 4CD is equal to BC, or CD is equal to 1/4 BC. So this part is actually 1/4 BC. If that is 1/4 of total, then what is the remaining? This is 3/4 BC. We can write therefore DB is equal to 3/4 BC. Keep it there. We maybe this may be required. I don't know. We'll see. I just suggested it because this often when we come across such an expression, we need it. Prove that 2AB square is equal to 2AC square plus 2BC square. AB is here. So in triangle ADB, or in right triangle, angle D is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, using Pythagoras theorem, what do you get? AB square is equal to AD square plus DB square, relation number 1. Second, in triangle ADC, angle D is equal to 90 degree, and therefore AC square is equal to AD square plus CD square, relation number 2. Both of them reason is Pythagoras theorem. Now relation number 1 minus relation number 2, because here AD is, this is the thought, this is the hint going on here. AD is not asked, so I want to get rid of AD. AB square minus AC square is equal to AD goes DB square minus CD square. So DB, AB square minus AC square is equal to, what is DB? 3/4 BC whole square minus DCD. CD is what? 1/4 BC whole square. This is equal to 9/16 BC square minus 1/16 BC square. That is equal to 8/16 BC square, or in short 1/2 BC square. Cross multiplying this is here, what is there? AB square minus AC square. Cross multiplying, what happens? 2AB square minus 2AC square is equal to BC square. Is that what is asked? No, 2AB square. 2AB square is equal to, this goes to the other side, 2AC square plus BC square, and that's the proof. Okay, now next question. Question number 15. This is a question which was asked several times for board. So you have to be very careful with this question. Be very careful with this question. In equilateral triangle ABC, D is the midpoint on side BC and BD is equal to 1/3 BC. Prove that 9AD square. It's a big expression. The question in different books are given in different formats. The solutions are different. We will go for the easiest way. Okay. So now let us consider an equilateral triangle. We have an equilateral triangle ABC. Okay. Equilateral triangle ABC. What does Pythagoras theorem? Maybe some 90 degree coming. ABC. D is the point on side. D is a point such that BD is equal to, BD is 1/3 BC. So if this is 1/3, what are the remaining 2/3? So let one side of triangle ABC be A units. A units. So this is A, this is A, the entire. BD is 1/3 BC. So this is A by 3. 1/3 to A by 3, the remaining. D is a point on that. Prove that 9AD square is equal to, so you have to join this. Prove that 9AD square is equal to 7AB square. Expression is strange, we will do it. We will just draw a perpendicular also. So there is a construction. Draw AE perpendicular to BC. AE is perpendicular to BC. Since ABC is an equilateral triangle, E is what? AE is the altitude as well as median, everything. Therefore, since triangle ABC is equilateral, E is what? E is midpoint. Any doubt about it? Because in an equilateral or isosceles triangle like this, the median and angle bisector, everything will be one and same. Only for equilateral and isosceles. Isosceles means this type. AB and AC are equal. Midpoint. Therefore, how much is this part? This is A by 2. Fine. Side is A. Now, we have one more thing to be written here. What is from the figure? DE is equal to BE minus BD. You agree or not? This much is equal to the entire thing. This may BE minus from BE, from this part I have to remove this part. What is that? This part. This is A by 2. Remaining is also E is the midpoint. So A by 2 minus A by 3. That will be equal to A by 6. So this part is equal to, that part is equal to what? This part DE is equal to A by 6. A by 6. This is better. A by 6. Now, in triangle, next triangle AEC, comma, angle AEC is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, AE square is equal to AC square minus EC square. Why? Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. This is equal to, what is AC square? A square minus EC is A by 2 whole square. So the concept is expressing everything in terms of that side A. This is equal to A square minus A square by 4, that is equal to 3A square by 4, or AE is equal to root 3A by 2, root of this. So we have expressed everything in terms of AE is ready. A is how much? A is root 3 by 2A, this AE. This is there, this is everything in terms of. Now let us go for the final catch. 9AD square, we will go for AD square. In triangle ADE, comma, angle AED is equal to 90 degree. Using Pythagoras theorem, AD square is equal to DE square plus AE square. Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. This is equal to DE means what? A by 6 whole square. Big expression coming, 36 and all. Next one, AE is root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2 A whole square. This is equal to A square by 36 plus 3 A square by 4. This is equal to 36 a square, 4 9 9 is 27 a square. So it is equal to 28 by 36 a square. So we have AD square is equal to 28 by 36 a square, that is equal to 4 7 by 9 a square, AD square. So cross multiplying, 9AD square is equal to 7 what? Where did you get that? Small a. Small a is the side of this. Any side you can put there. You can say put BC, AB, anything. For board they can ask it anyway. 9a. What is a? A is the one side of equilateral triangle. You can take any side. Which side is asked? 7AB square. So put it as AB square, and that's the proof. So the concept is very simple. First, expressing everything in terms of a. DE is expressed in terms of a. EC is expressed in terms of a. Those are a by 2, a by 2. BD is given in terms of, everything is expressed in terms of a. Then just go for the final calculation, AD9. If you remember this way, things will be very easy. First step, I'll write down the step by step. First thing, we are expressing side A, this is the first step, that is expressing one side as a. Then this is a by 2, this is a by 3, that one by one, just go through it. Get back to the correct starting point and just go through the question again and again how it is solved. Concept is expressing everything required in terms of the side A, and then just go for AD square directly using Pythagoras theorem. Now question number 16. Okay, next question. In an equilateral triangle, prove that 3 times the square of one side is equal to 4 times the square of one of its altitudes. So there is again a question based on equilateral triangle. So we need an equilateral triangle. Okay. And equal to prove that 3 times the square. It's also easy. You can just do the way we have done the previous one. Is I take one side as a, and you can do it. Okay. Take an equilateral triangle. In an equilateral triangle, prove that ABC be an equilateral triangle. Let side be A. This is also A. Square of one side is equal to 4 times the square of one of its altitude. We'll take one of the altitudes. This is AD. If this is A by 2. Prove that 3 times the square of one side. So simple, I'm not going to write it the entire thing. You write it in detail. What is AC? AC square is equal to AD square plus DC square. So that is AC square. AC square is equal to how much? A square is equal to AD square plus what is DC? A by 2 whole square. A square is equal to AD square plus A square by 4. Taking to the side, A square minus A square by 4 is equal to AD square. That is 3A square by 4 is equal to AD square. Prove that 3 times the square of one side. What is A square? 3A square is equal to 4AD square. What is 3 times A square? What is A? AC square is equal to 4AD square. This says that 3 times, what is AC? What is AC? 3 times square of one side. 3 times square of one side is equal to 4 times square of something. What is AD? Altitude. So this is the last question from the reader. These are the remaining are optional questions. We will be doing few of the important optional questions also. Optional questions are not from the board perspective, but we have to do. We will be doing that in the next, the continuation of this, which we will be discussing. The discussion will be based on a worksheet with additional questions and all. The worksheets consist of a lot of almost all the questions which we have discussed now. We won't be discussing those questions again Apart from that, we will select few questions from that and then we will do it. Okay.